This is Dumbline, the podcast of dumb crimes and even dumber criminals. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dumbline. My name is Greg. If you don't know, this is my tint window guy Tony's favorite true crime podcast. He told me the other day. I'm joined by my golfing buddy Jason.
Hello, everybody.
And our princess of Pastina, Maria.
Hey, dummies.
I walked into work today and had I was told something beautiful. The coworker said, "Oh, there's a ton of food here today. There's like an event going on. Oh, huge spread." So I go out and they got a bunch of pizzas, like breakfast pizzas. Every pizza, they look delicious. Pepperoni, bacon, pineapple bacon, pepperoni and bacon, breakfast pizza, egg, onions, peppers, and bacon. So as someone who doesn't eat pork,
there was not one plain pie?
not a plain pie.
Oh, my God.
Not one plain pie. Come on, think about
That's,
it.
yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was so disappointed. I got stuck with these little donuts, mini donuts.
I'd be so pissed.
With green, eagle green jimmies on them.
That sucks.
Everyone was chowing down.
Damn,
Delicious looking, big, thick pizzas, Neapolitan pizzas. Come on, I mean, man, not everyone eats ham. Just a plain.
You always use
bacon. Oh no, is that what's that? Oh, that's bacon and ham. No, it was bacon and pepperoni. Nothing sounds more delicious than a bacon pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, bacon, pepperoni, and ham. It all comes from the same fucking animal. Too.
Load it up.
It's crazy.
I need more swine on this pie. All right,
You always have to get a plain pie.
Plain pie.
You always throw
maybe
one on just
for
in
religious
case.
reasons doesn't eat pork.
Yeah, maybe somebody's allergic. I don't know.
Can you be allergic to pork?
I guess. I don't know.
All right, Marie, do you have a headline?
I do.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
This week's headline is from Law and Crime, Oceanside, California, October 9th, 2024. Passenger in small plane tried to ditch kilo of cocaine after emergency landing on highway. After a single-engine plane landed and was surrounded by police, passenger Troy Othniel Smith was caught dumping 2 pounds of cocaine in the bushes in front of the cops. He was sentenced to 30 months for drug trafficking.
Now, the headline is what?
Passenger in small plane tried to ditch kilo of cocaine after emergency landing on highway.
After's a key word.
Yeah, after.
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 That's why this is the wacky headline. After he landed. Like, that's a dump immediately.
Oh, yeah, you just got to throw that thing. You got to throw that thing out.
Yeah, let them prove that's yours. I mean, come on.
Is he like open it up and like shaking it out, or did he just chuck the whole kilo?
He was probably panicked and just chucked it in the bushes.
I like this.
It's like what you do with like an eighth of weed.
But
That's
guess,
not in 1995.
If you're going down in a plane, you're probably not thinking about what you have
that's
on,
true.
on
That's
board.
true.
Well, I think the only thing I think if I was trafficking cocaine, that brick would not be far from my brain, no matter what was going on in that plane. I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm crashing and I have a kilo." Like I'm not just crashing and I have a kilo. There's all these cops down there.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
I'm fine.
So, like, the two outcomes are: I'm dead and everyone knows I'm a drug trafficker. Or I'm alive and I'm in prison.
Yeah. And
everyone knows
I'm a drug trafficker. Yes. Yeah. Oh, man.
Godspeed. He'll do okay in jail.
Yeah. Guy's probably an executive at a big corporation somewhere.
Probably got probation.
Yeah. All right, Maria. Take us away to a world where some criminal is inept at some point and dumb, where the whole scheme is dumb. Please.
This is what happens when two dum-dums have egos much, much larger than their collective IQ. The main sources for this episode include the New York Times, the New York Herald, the Evening World, and the New York Tribune. You can check out all sources in our show notes.
What is the Evening World? Like, do they not cover anything that happens during the day?
No,
From
they
6
don't. It was
p.m.
the evening paper. We're talking about the late 1800s tonight.
No, but so it came out at night. It didn't just
Yeah, it
cover
comes out in the
nighttime
evening.
activities.
No, there's usually like a morning edition and then an
The New
evening
York
edition.
Times was around back then?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, in the 1800s?
Yeah. Well, they were reporting in some of that reporting was in 1903, but yeah, I believe they were around in the late 1800s.
That's it. That is crazy. That like you could have like a night news.
How do they read it? No lights, by candles? Oh my God, their eyes must have been terrible.
They are probably reading it by candle, right?
don't
Was there
know.
like gaslight back then?
I don't know.
It probably was gaslight at that point.
Oh.
Still, that's not
Still,
much brighter than
no.
candlelight.
No.
Although now I set my LED lights to mimic the motion of a gas light.
Yeah, it like
weird how
that
that
like
happens.
that like
A little
flash.
flicker,
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's like a giant candle in the room.
Yeah, but it's also in your wonderfully warm house with giant flat screen.
Yes, and it's an LED. It doesn't get warm.
Yeah,
the light does not get warm. It's
yeah.
great.
The
Sleep
wax
for
doesn't
days.
drip.
No, nice. Very relaxing.
So Mabel Preece is a 17-year-old student in the Bronx.
Priest?
Preece, Preece.
Mabel.
She's the 17-year-old student in the Bronx when she meets James Parker, who was about 6 years older than her.
Oh boy.
They fall in love quickly and marry in June 1898. Mabel later says that she jumped out of a convent window to marry him. But their fairy tale romance is soon delayed when James is arrested that August and sent to Elmira Reformatory for 23 months.
So was the wedding at a convent, and the act of marrying him was jumping out, like instead of the procession, she jumped out the window?
No, he came to court her, and apparently she just knew immediately she wanted to be with him and jumped out a window.
Oh man.
So she left the church to be with him.
Yeah, it was like a convent school,
Oh, okay.
so she wasn't a nun.
Oh,
but-
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
She wasn't in school to be a nun?
She was at school for nun juniors or nun apprentices or whatever, but I think she was there because she was like bad news.
Okay.
So
And he's in Elmira?
bad
He's
news.
arrested in Elmira?
he's arrested in August and sent to Elmira Reformatory for
Man,
23 months.
there's nothing up there.
What's he? What did he arrested for?
Okay, it's unclear what he's in prison for, and that's because this is a very underreported story. So some of the details are like lost
So
to
we
time.
have no idea what he's arrested for.
Nope. But Mabel
That'll make it
says
even better.
I bet you he was like counterfeiting or like horse wrestling.
maybe. Well, Mabel says she believes he makes money by gambling. So it could have been
Oh, like a bookie, maybe.
the track, dog races.
Yeah, the book.
So when James is
Rooster
released,
fight, cockfighting.
Yeah, tamale.
when James is released, the couple heads to Manhattan, where they hatch a plan to forge checks.
So is she 19 like now? Because she was 17 when they
She was
met?
17 when they met. He was she's like 19.
Okay.
19. He's 26.
He was 23. Yeah, he's about 25,
Okay.
26. They forge checks, and they have two co-conspirators working with them, James Reed and Wallace Sweeney.
It probably was so easy to forge checks back then, and it probably took forever to cash. Like 2 weeks for that thing to get around. You could cash so many checks back then.
You're pretty good. Didn't you say fraud or forgery or something when you were guessing what he was in jail for?
Did you say
said
forgery?
Fraud? Maybe
I
you
said
fraud.
counterfeiting.
Oh, counterfeiting. We're close. Yeah,
I
you're
totally
close.
missed that.
Yeah.
I got focused on like the horses or something. I don't know. So the ring has two forgery strategies. One is to steal mail from mailboxes and offices and forge the signatures in stolen letters and checks to use at banks around New York. The other is to buy something in a store and write the merchant a check for more than the item costs, and then say they don't have time to change the check. So they come in, I think, with an amount that they know is higher, and then they don't have time to wait for the change. So they request that what they're buying is delivered with a check for the amount of the change, and then they use that check to forge the merchant's signature moving forward.
That's
Let me tell you, when I was a West Coast Video closer, I mean, I'm sure you closed some stores. If I told my manager Deb this story that I had to write a West Coast Video check or someone, man, she would not only would she fire me, it would have been a kick in the groin probably for being such a bozo.
Yeah. You can't. I can't
And how do
believe
these people work at the register have the authority to write and sign checks?
I know,
It's
and
mostly the owners.
the owners are doing it.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like-
god!
And I know it's like, I don't know, 1915, and people were probably a whole lot nicer back then, but that's just completely naive and stupid. Well, that's fine. Just deliver them, and then we'll write you the like.
Yeah,
that's
and then you'll get a check back from us for the change.
Those checks were like, I mean, it was crazy how much people trusted checks.
I know.
Like,
They took days.
I mean,
Weeks.
in the 1900s, it probably took weeks for those
Yeah.
checks to hit.
So the gang gets away with it until 1903 when James Parker and James Reed visit Schumann Brothers Jewelers with a $500 check signed by the unsuspecting Alice Kauser. The earrings they buy cost $410, so they request delivery and the change by check. When the bank receives James's check, they call the police to alert them to a forgery because there has been a rash of fake checks being certified and cashed around the city.
Funny.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Interesting coincidence.
You have to like the catch me if you can guy. Like you only can do a certain amount, and then once they catch up, you got to move on to somebody else. But
Yeah.
Yes.
you can write he probably write a ton of checks in the early 1900s before they started hitting.
Yeah, where they all catch on.
Oh,
I mean,
There's
but
no cameras to see who people look like.
it's
You
true.
just
And
describe
every
them.
neighborhood is like its own little world. It's not like,
It's not like
retailers
cops talk,
in
like
the,
cops
yeah.
talk, or
Yeah.
retailers are talking.
Now I know. When I was earlier on writing checks, like writing out of state checks was always an issue. It must have something to
Oh,
do from the
yeah.
old school, like clearinghouses and stuff.
Oh,
Oh
maybe.
yeah, that's right. We don't accept out of state checks,
Yeah,
which is crazy too.
yeah. Were you guys people who wrote checks? Because my wife's mom would write check for everything. She'd
No.
go to the store and have no money and just write checks.
Oh man.
Hold up everything. Yes.
No, I never did. I mean, I
no.
used it to pay bills in like the early days and
Yeah,
stuff. But like,
never
I never
really. No, never
used it
one
to
at-
buy
Never
things.
used one
hated doing
at
it.
a grocery store.
Yeah.
My mom was a check writer at the grocery store. But this was like, I don't know, mid 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean, it
I'm
was
always traumatized by it. When I met her and tried to write a check, she's like, you cannot write a check to the cash register.
Put the fucking check.
Yeah,
away.
you are not bringing that check. Girl.
Police decide to keep an eye on the jewelry store to see if the Jameses return. But when a messenger arrives to pick up the jewelry and the change instead of them, the detectives send a dummy package with the messenger in order to follow him back to the Jameses' location.
These cops are smart.
But they never meet the messenger. They have a gut feeling not to. And soon after that, both Jameses try to buy clothes and are then arrested. When police examine the signatures against other forgeries that have been reported recently, they can tell that the check in question isn't the work of either James. And by a stroke of very bad luck or very big ego, Mabel decides to show up at police headquarters that night to see her imprisoned husband, saying that he's ill and needs medication. She's bringing him morphine, and apparently that's fine. She's like, I have a paper bag of morphine. Can you give this to him?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll make jail much.
It'll make
much
it go
nicer.
faster. I mean, for
Yeah.
sure.
I had a broken neck and morphine was great.
I've never. Yeah, the people that have had it said it's awesome.
Yeah, I sat around with broken neck. My thumb was hitting that button so much. They're like, there's no more. It's time, Greg. It's time.
Oh man, yeah. My partner too. She was pressing the shit out of that. Said it was awesome. You just see this wave of warmth come
Oh,
over.
Yeah, my mom did that when she was in the hospital with cancer. She'd be like, look, Maria, morphine. And then she'd hit it and like nod out. I'm like, this is so weird to watch. My mom is like enjoying an opiate in front of me. Like, so
Hey, so where's Wallace Sweeney at?
he's hanging. He's probably doing little other petty things.
Okay. He's not a suspect in this stuff.
No, the
Okay.
two Jameses are the ones that
Okay.
got caught. So Detective Sergeant Peabody, who has no first name because
Detective Sergeant Peabody. What is Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I know. There's
I chase moose and squirrel. Detective Sergeant Peabody. Oh, Peabody had the time machine on Rocky and Bullwinkle. Peabody's time machine.
Yeah, it was Peabody and the little kid. Shut up, you.
Sergeant Peabody.
so he has no first name because in every single
What if
news
his name was
article-
Sergeant?
Is it? Yeah.
What if he was a
His name
detective? Sergeant Peabody.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I mean, that would be so funny if they were like,
That's his
we
first name?
thought it was his rank for the
No,
last
they
like
didn't have rank.
80 years. It turns out Sergeant was his first name.
He's been just a detective
Yeah.
all along.
He's just been a detective this whole time.
So he decides to see what he can shake out of Mabel. He shows up at her home.
Peabody
shaking down Mabel.
Oh man. Listen here.
this is
Listen
the
here,
best.
Mabel.
This is
Wait
the
till you
best.
hear it. This is
Peabody.
it's going to get even more dated as we go. So he shows up at her home and introduces himself as Billy the Crook.
Oh, man. Hello, what is that? That
They call me
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Hello, young people.
Hello, youth. Hello, yeah. Hello, fellow kids. That's
something like that.
Yes.
So Billy the Crook claims he spent a night in a jail cell with James. And here comes the dumb. Mabel doesn't think twice about it and immediately asks how James is doing. And she and Billy the Crook begin talking. She decides she likes him, and the two have lunch together. Mabel then invites him back to her house, where she asks him if he'd like to make some money and head out west, where she will shower him with diamonds.
Oh, wow.
She just quick.
Yeah. I mean, they did have lunch.
They did.
A luncheon.
They did.
It was probably like cold cucumber
Has
sandwich.
he said what kind of crook he is, or just
No, just Billy the
general, like a general
Just a crook.
General crook.
I'm Billy the Crook, see? Let me in, Mabel.
You heard of my cousin Billy the Kid.
Yeah, they just.
Maybe he was going to say Billy the Kid. He's like, I'm Billy the Crook.
She just leaving her dude in jail?
Yeah.
Man.
So as they're talking, she says, quote, now, Saturday is a bad day to do anything, but bright and early Monday, we'll go downtown to some of the big office buildings. We will go into an office asking for someone and watching for our opportunity. We'll get some of the mail that is sure to be lying around. I know how to get into letterboxes. When we've got the mail, it's more than likely there will be some checks in it. When we have the checks, I can forge the names. Another way we can make money is to go to a store, buy something, say we can't wait for the change, and have the goods in a check for the balance sent to us. When we have the check, I can get a blank check and forge the tradesman's check. She's a mess.
She explains it
so specifically. Okay, now let's remember, this is Peabody's account, so it's probably...
So what piqued his interest? The morphine piqued Peabody's interest?
The fact that they were trying to catch the Jameses with the check. So he thought maybe if he went back to talk to her, she would have information for him about James.
Okay. And yeah, that's all his memory.
That's what he says. But it's too entertaining not to.
This is exactly what she said. And this is exactly what we're charging her with.
Right. Well, he should have come up with a better name than Billy the Crook. If all of that was a lie, he should have come up with a better name. So Peabody pretends to be skeptical of her forgery skills. Of course, she has to prove it and show off, so she signs her own name a bunch of different ways. Mabel then says, quote, now I'll show you how I signed the check the boys got caught on the other day.
No, she didn't.
She did.
Well, that's what Peabody
Wait, we didn't do a dumb line for that? We didn't hit a dumb mark for that?
No, there's more.
Oh, man.
So, no, she forges the signature. Okay. She forges the signature and then compares it to the originals. Like, see, you can't tell the difference.
Does he have the originals?
Yeah, they have but he takes them with them.
Whatever. The original ones they got caught for? I'm so confused.
No, her demonstrating that she could copy the original.
But what were
they had the
comparing it
original
to?
at home and they used a forged
She
check.
had the original at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently she was like covered in checks. There were just checks and papers everywhere.
There's checks on the bed.
Yeah. She's like, have a seat.
It's like raining checks.
Peabody later says that he couldn't tell the difference between the two checks. He also suggests getting a letter of recommendation from a prominent politician and using that to forge other items.
Oh, this guy's great.
He's like
Peabody's just like
her.
setting her up
like,
now.
What if I got a letter of recommendation from a politician and then you could use a politician? It is. It's the early 20th century.
It's totally a trap. She's going to be like,
he's
sure.
A trapper, and I think he's an exaggerator.
I think he is definitely an exaggerator.
Wait until you hear the next part. Okay. So then Mabel responds, quote, those downtown banks are awfully easy and they'll always cash a check from a woman.
That I probably would believe.
That part.
That I would believe.
While Mabel and Peabody are in a car together that night, so they're riding around town, living the life.
Peabody just left his family. He's undercover. Days undercover to get this check operation under control.
Peabody is like... It's like whatchamacallit.
Like, there's no phones. He hasn't seen or talked to his wife or kids or anyone.
It's like Donnie Brasco. He's so deep undercover.
Yes. Yes.
He started wearing like flapper dresses. He's just
he's got zoot suit, big hat.
So when they're in the car that night, a second detective walks up to the car and says to Peabody, "Look here, they want you at headquarters."
Oh, man, he blew his cover.
No, then he turns to Mabel and says, "You better come too, sis." So he's pretending Billy the Crook got bagged.
Oh.
Peabody falsely conspires with Mabel to attempt a getaway, but when their escape fails, he says, "Too bad, sis."
Now he entraps her into resistant arrest.
Yeah. He's like,
the worst.
He's like, get out of here. Run from these cops.
Peabody sucks. "Too bad, sis. I guess it's all up with you, for I am a detective."
Sergeant Detective.
Peabody.
She takes her hat off and bows to him, saying, "I want to bow to the New York City police. There is only one thing I'm sore about and don't want anyone to know, and that's how I was taken in." This guy wanted to be a screenwriter so badly.
This feels like
She took her hat and bowed? Like, oh, how do you do?
like tipping her cap to the best detective out there.
Yeah, I think she bent over and said, "Kiss my ass. I hate you." Billy the Crook.
That would make sense.
You've been entrapping me this whole fucking time.
Right.
So she admits that she's been arrested a few times in Chicago and 3 times in Buffalo. That night, she's charged with forging $100, $200, and $300 checks in July of that year.
That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah, it is. The time between James's and Mabel's arrests are only about a week, but Mabel gets so much more attention. The press is obsessed with her after learning that detectives consider her one of the most remarkable criminals they've ever encountered. The papers begin calling her the Forger Queen and Queen of Forgers.
It's Peabody. Peabody's like, she was the greatest criminal ever, and I took her down.
Yeah.
And Peabody's telling everybody she's the craziest, greatest criminal mind known in existence. And Detective Sergeant Peabody took her down.
You know who took her down?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, this
Peabody.
guy, right.
I feel like that 20s era, that era was like sensationalized news where they sensationalized like some of these like bank robbers and stuff. You could see
oh yeah,
like that. I don't like that. Like Chicago.
Yeah.
Where like the woman plaintiff or defendant gets all this attention. They love her.
Oh, the greatest criminal mind ever. Can I ask you a question, Detective Peabody? Yes. What? She fell for Billy the Crook. This mastermind fell for Billy the Crook.
What was your name?
Never mind. Next question.
What was your name when you were undercover?
Mabel is only 21 years old when she's arrested August 15th, 1903, and is charged with 6 counts of forgery. In court, she claims that she knew that Peabody was a detective and admitted her forgery to save James from being convicted. She likes to respond to anyone on the stand with side comments that are really insults to her lawyer in the middle of their testimony that are loud enough for everyone to hear.
That's awesome. You sure that's not now? So nothing nothing has changed. Do they have any of the stuff that she was yelling out?
Well, no. I mean, they didn't print that. But when she's being lambasted by the prosecutor during closing arguments, she says aloud, "Sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but names can never harm me."
She's not wrong.
And then a mistrial is declared.
Mistrial?
Yeah,
Wow.
they couldn't find her guilty.
Wow.
She's retried about a month later when Mabel really doubles down on her behavior. She's hired by the Evening World to report on her own trial.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's
I'm sure that'll be fair
awesome.
reporting.
Cool.
It is
Oh,
fair.
yeah, it's totally fair. She
Very neutral point of view.
Yeah. She spends all of her column room in the Evening World publicly insulting the prosecutor and his witnesses.
It's awesome.
Mabel
she's
also
like yelling crazy stuff from where she's sitting. And
I feel
then
like
they're
she's shabusiness from the 19th century.
like, here's a newspaper column. Yell more things from here.
Yeah. So Mabel also publishes a crazy screed about not wanting any bearded men on her jury because bearded men are hiding something.
We are.
Bald men are okay because their heads are clear and they don't have anything to hide.
Oh man, what about a bearded bald man?
Well, then I guess you're just neutral.
Is it neutral?
You're
cancels
flatline.
out.
Yeah, it just cancels out. She often sketches while in court, and when she illustrates only the hairstyles of her jurors with no heads, a paper publishes them.
Oh, sweet.
Mabel also sketches the prosecutor wearing canoes for shoes.
She's just the doodler. Are they good? Do they show those?
They don't print the canoe shoes, just the hairstyles. And here comes more dumb. Dumb. A key witness in the second trial is Mabel and James's landlady, who testifies that she always saw Mabel writing checks and shuffling papers, and that she helped Mabel burn checks on the stove after James was arrested.
Quick, burn these checks on. That's crazy.
She might be a master forger, but she is really bad at keeping a secret.
Yeah. She can forge any name, but don't tell her a goddamn thing.
So in January 1904, James Parker is sentenced to 10 years hard labor in Sing Sing for forgery.
Oh, wow.
Sing Sing's tough.
Mabel Parker is sent to the Bedford Reformatory for Women for an indefinite amount of time for aiding and abetting forgery. When they are sentenced, the judge tells James, quote, "I have been informed that she led a decent life until she met you, but since has become loose."
Ooh.
He tells Mabel, "You are a very dangerous woman. With you at large, the mercantile community would not be safe."
You got to worry about the mercantile community.
Mercantile.
You got to worry about those guys.
And then there's no record of their deaths or anything else. So I have no idea what happened to her after that.
That's why. So she just like
She just kind of disappeared to history.
Mabel Priest.
Wow, interesting. Well,
and she was tried under Mabel Parker, and I looked at Mabel Priest Parker, and like it's just there was nothing.
Well, she was a dummy.
Yeah, but kind of long live Mabel Parker. I like her.
Yeah, I'm down with Mabel.
Yeah. Peabody sounded like a
How
total
about
dick.
Peabody? Oh, I don't even know. I just judge it on that Peabody. It's a shame.
Yeah,
Peabody. Come on.
Yeah, I have this.
I would love to see his entire testimony. For I am a detective.
He probably acts it out.
Probably.
I do think you're right. Where he was like, she is a mastermind, and I was the one to catch her. 100% right on.
Yeah.
She like actually wrote the forgery in crayon on like a piece of toilet paper, and he's like, "Yeah, that looks exactly like the signature." She's just completely insane.
Like, turns out she can't. It's like she's illiterate.
All right, Jason, you want to tell people where they can find us if they're hearing this for the first time?
Sure. You can find us on all the wonderful social media outlets, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all those wonderful places. Find us wherever you listen to your podcasts, and make sure to rate and subscribe and share with your friends. As always, and thank you for listening.
All right, it's everyone's favorite time. I mean, we're here for the true crime, but everyone really is here to get to know Maria a little more. So here we go. Get to know Maria.
Get to know her.
All right, I got a question for you, Maria. Music related.
Mm-hmm.
Was Sammy Hagar correct when he said there's a million ways to love, but there's only one way to rock?
No.
There's multiple ways
There's
to rock.
multiple ways to rock.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumb. I don't like that lyric. There's only one way to rock.
That's the title of the song.
That's the title of the song.
One way to rock.
Oh God, that's awful. That's almost as bad as that Bon Jovi song. That's like "Have a nice day."
Oh yeah, that's bad
That
Bon
is
Jovi.
terrible.
Yeah. So we're saying there are more ways to rock. You could punk rock. You could hardcore
Classic
rock, classic rock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's wrong. He ruined Van Halen. It's my favorite
did.
band as a kid. Can't even listen to half their catalog now. Pain in the ass. All right, I think we're getting out of here. Hey, thanks for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it. We don't take it lightly. My name is Greg.
I'm Jason.
I'm Maria.
Take it easy.
See everybody.
Bye, dummies.